Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm gonna open up a Japan style package box over here and we're gonna have a look at 1289 Japan module. So from here you're gonna know that this thing is pretty old. It operates on this old module, so not a lot of functions to be expected on this very model anyway. I mean, it's almost the same as the DW-8600 model since they operate on this similar module, even though I believe the watch gonna look pretty much different. So anyway, let's pop it up in 3, 2, 1 and just look at that. So this is the DW-8400-1 G-Shock watch. As you guys can see right now, it looks very odd, and of course a vintage watch is always come with this weird looking. That is a vintage G-Shock in the back over there. I mean, just look at that, it's almost similar aesthetics as this. I like this guy though, which the one I'm wearing today, the Mudmaster triple sensor model Maharshi collaboration. And you know what, before we get even further into this DW-8400 model, we're gonna have a look on the back story very quick. We're gonna refer to the G-Shock 35th anniversary perfect Bible, the best source to check your G-Shock. Okay, we're gonna go all the way to the back over here, page 56. This is a reference for G-Shock that was released back in the year 1995. As you guys can see now, this is 1996 over here, so all these are 1996. This is 1995. And there are a lot of rare G-Shock watches that you could find today that was originated from this very year. And one of this is of course being this model over here, DW-8400-1 sub-nib Mudman motor resist structure model, and released on November. It operates on 1289 model and the retail price is only 14,000 yen. And they also released another colorway of the same series. This one comes in gold, I believe to be way better appearance. And they also released another model that looks the same, but this is the code name series, even though they have similar structures. So a code name mod resist model, in this case a 6900 model with a mod resist structure body. So done on little things on the backstory. The price for this is fairly cheap as well, but since this guy is old, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very hard to get one of this today, especially in a good condition, considering that the way they built this is totally different from the Mudman model or mod resist model that we got in recent years. So first of all, we're gonna have a look at the profile, of course. So let's go through or zoom back in there to the sides. Let me remove this watch band over here. It looks very simple, or pretty much it looks very special. By the way, you have a guard for the alien head screw over there. That is, I mean, the screw itself is already tough enough, and then add a guard, like really huge guard. The screw actually buried all the way in there just to lock the bezel. We have two on both sides, so that's gonna be very strong. This bezel not gonna come down anytime soon. And you can see now they have two lines for the buttons for a better grip. This part over here, this bulging up part is I believe to be pretty standard. There are a lot of vintage watches come with this textured button like this. Even watches that we got today, some of them come with this similar construction. And you can see that this button comes in gray, and it also have a button guard for itself, even though you guys should know that this button over here is built together to the body. This is not a separate parts, even though they colored that in different colorway. This button and this bezel and this button guard over here is a singular piece. They built together, unlike models that we got today, such as this twin sensor Mudman over here. This button over here and the bezel are separated. This is different part, this is a different part, and this is a different parts. Obviously you cannot tell the difference, but if you like open it up, you're gonna understand what I mean, which I already did. I made a what's inside your G-Shock video before I filmed this video, so that's how I know how the interior looks like. So that's very cool. And also if you look at the front here, this G button over here is one of the biggest G front button that I've ever seen yet. Most of the G-Shock we got only gonna come in this size over here. Look at that. And that is because there's actually a button below this casing over here that come with the same size. So technically they just use this 690 model and add a bigger casing on top of it to make sure that the DW-69 model is mark resistant. In short, it's just a mark resist DW-690 model, and that's pretty much it. Despite having all those different style of construction, this model still have the thing that Mudman model have, and that is hard to press button. The button operation on this piece is even harder than when you operate a recent release Mudman. I believe that's because the button was constructed together with the bezel. It makes the process to press the button over here even harder. First, at home time, we're gonna have look some graphics animations. 3i model, date and time display at the front, and of course PM, and this is a flash alert indicator, and that's pretty much it. Press this mode button down here to go to the first mode, which is the alarm. You're gonna need to use your finger. If you use your nail, you actually gonna tend to damage this texture of it, so better for you to use your finger, but it's gonna be pretty hard to press it as well. So first of all, a single alarm with signal and also specific dates that you want this alarm to ring. Press the mode again. We'll go to countdown timer with auto repeat, and you can set this countdown timer all the way to the very seconds, so that is very cool. Press mode again. We'll go to stopwatch mode, which is also standard as well. You could start, stop, you could start the stopwatch, you could split time, split off, start and stop, you could start again, you could split time, display second place position using this button over there, and start, stop, reset it back to 0. Press mode, we will go back to home time. Press the slide button at the front, it will glows in blue colorway, similar as the DW-690 model, since they are indeed similar, exactly similar engine. If you look inside over there, that is actually a DW-690 engine that was placed in here. What makes different is the build, the body, and also the faceplate as well was made just to be a little different. They have this hexagonal shape silver eye on top there, which give this model a different look, a different appearance, a different aesthetics. Okay, done talking about the watch body. Now let's moving down here to the watch band, which is pretty simple. It looks like a fisherman, if I'm not mistaken, the vintage fisherman model, that is. Electroluminescence, of course, and we have a lot of spacing over here, I don't know why. And we have the watch band. The holes one is pretty short down there, and all of them are comes in circle. The watch band is tapered to the end over there, so that is nice as well. And if you look below it, we have some texture below it as well, similar to a texture that we got on a vintage frogman model, so that's very cool as well. Moving to this top part of the watch band, we have protection over here to match with this G-Shock in red and G over there, so G-Shock protection. We also have an illuminator writings down there, so this is actually an indicator that this model over here is a known JDM model. If you get this similar model from Japan, this part down here will have a Mudman writings and not illuminators. Alright, moving back up to this watch band, we have just a little space for this band keeper to move around with it, because they have too much wasted space down here. So this band keeper is standard as well. This will be the buckle, which I believe to be similar as the G9000 series Mudman that we got today as well. So 2-horn buckle with Casio Japan sign below it. The buckle for this model is different as well, since it is wider compared to recent release model, and it have Casio Japan, of course. And below part, similar texture below it, and I mean the feel of this watch band is pretty stiff. It looks very good. You could feel the quality in it, so that's very nice. And one other thing that I don't really like or a fan of is that the fact that on how wide the distance is, this is the look. The watch band actually like curve outward inside of just pointing downwards. This vintage piece curve outwards like that, which makes this watch band not gonna fit on my wrist very well at all. I'm very certain of that. So this will be the backplate, standard hairline finish vertically, and you can see it operates on 1289 module, DW-8400 stainless steel back, water resistant to also 20 bar, shock resistant structure, and the backplate, if I'm not mistaken, over here they said it was made in Malaysia. Why? An old factory. Even though the barcode states there in Japan, the engine itself was made in Malaysia. Casio used to have a lot of factory back in the 90s, but today they only have few of them: Thailand, China, Japan, and Vietnam only. So this is a very rare model, since we're not gonna get this type of engine from this country anymore today. So making this pretty much collectible in my opinion. Alright, now let me put this thing on wrist and just show you guys how this gonna look like on my skinny wrist. I don't think this was gonna fit me best. I could wear this if I want to, but it won't fit best in my opinion. Okay, and just need to wear this at holes number 2 from the top, I believe. For some reason, probably because this curved part over here, it actually make the watch band fit already, even though this part is bulging outwards like so. This part is what holding or touch my wrist, so that is very unique idea as well. It also provide a lot of insulations in between my wrist and the watch band, so it's gonna be very comfortable, but it gonna looks very odd. It looks like something that is hugging my wrist, something that's too big. Of course it's hugging my wrist because look at, they have a lot of huge cable here. I could literally add a finger in there. That's how big it is. Also, one other thing that I just realized, that this Mudman didn't have a bottom layer protection, so I'm not really sure on how resistant this model is to mud. I mean, originally this model even have this bottom part covered, so I'm not sure about this guy. I'm pretty sure the mud could actually seep down between here. However, I'm very sure that the mud cannot enter into the watch body from the top, because like everything was built singular piece. There are no gap at all between these buttons over here. Even at the front part over here, no gap at all, fully sealed. So that is very cool, and I believe that sums up all the things that I have to share, some of my thoughts and opinion on this DW-8400 Mudman model. If you are a fan of this, then go ahead and look for it from Yahoo Japan auction. The price for this is not gonna be that high anyway, because the engine is pretty basic. Okay guys, I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful, informative, and entertaining as well. For your future reference, leave a like if this does help you, and also subscribe to see more contents like this coming up in the future. Thank you very much for watching guys. I really appreciate your support. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel, and